Trinity! Help!
Only human.
Dodge this. How did you do that?
Do what?
You move like they do. I've never seen anyone move that fast.
Wasn't fast enough. Can you fly that thing?
Not yet.
Operator.
Tank, I need a pilot program for a B-212 helicopter. Hurry.
So as soon as Prabhupada would come, then it's like we would get nice clothes and we would get new bedding, and the prasadam was like really good, and the harshness of the discipline went way down, and you know, which is sort of like the opposite of if you have a military superior officer coming through, then what happens is, like, you know, the discipline gets more and more severe and strict. And here it just seemed to happen that when Prabhupada came around, people lightened up a little bit. They seemed to become a little bit more blissful and respectful and sweet.
I remember being in New Vrindavan with Prabhupada the first time. I must have been 2 or 3 years old. And the Didis would open. We'd be standing in front of Vrindavan Chandra. And I would be dancing and holding Prabhupada's hand. And you zone in on small little details, and the detail I remember was holding his hand, and I would stop dancing because I'd start rubbing the palm of his hand because it was so soft. The softness of Prabhupada's hand reminds me of the way that I feel about Prabhupada. And after a while, he'd let go of my hand and he'd sort of motion for me to dance and jump up and down, and smiling and making me jump higher and more and more. After the kirtans, Prabhupada would go and sit down on his Vyasasan, and everyone was sitting and listening to class, and I'd run out to the garden and pick a flower and run back in and pay obeisances in front of Prabhupada and hand it to him, pay obeisances, run back out, pick a flower, run back in, pay obeisances. I just kept doing this all through the class, and Prabhupada never said anything. You know, for me, I didn't have that fear of Prabhupada. You could tell that he would let you come close to him and hold his hand, and he'd encourage you to dance. Then, when I got older, I was in Dallas Gurukula, and I must have been 5, maybe 6. And Jagadish Maharaj would be standing there introducing each of us as we walked in the room, what our name was, who our parents were, what temple we were from. And Prabhupada would give us a rasgulla sweet. I remember for some reason, we went through quite quickly, but there was a couple of children where Prabhupada would ask more questions about them. And by that time, I had learned that Prabhupada was someone really special, and I was nervous. And they were asking questions about me when I was there, and I was like, hurry up, hurry up. This is making me nervous. And so I came back from Dallas Gurukula to New Vrindavan in 1976. And that was the last year that I saw Prabhupada. I didn't go down and hold his hands at that age, and I didn't go down and offer flowers like I did when I was small. And I used to sing in the temple, and at one point Prabhupada had asked me to sing, and I came inside the room and I sang the first verse of Samsara Dava, and he said, keep singing. Some other people came in and started talking, but I left the room. My mother had always wanted me to sing. It just came up later on that I liked singing, but Prabhupada had asked me to keep singing that day that I went into his room.
It was evident from this clip that the children really loved Prabhupada. The children would light up when they heard that he was coming. Most of the children remember their experiences with him, and the experience I liked the most was one from the devotee who would repeatedly bring flowers for him whilst he was giving class. Another person who was very interested in nurturing young devotees was His Grace Ayendra Prabhu from Vrindavan. He nurtured, loved and influenced young devotees to join him in his attempts to glorify Lord Krishna through the Sankirtan process, the process of chanting Hare Krishna in Kirtan. Let's now join him for one of his Kirtans from Sri Vrindavan Dham.